glimmer of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure, there's always room for one more.
When Rocky's friend Bullwinkle inherited a mine from his uncle, little did he think it would lead to this. But then again, neither did anybody else.
Boris, darling, what a wonderful stunt.
What do you talk, Natasha? I didn't did it.
But if not you, then who?
Exactly what Rocky was wondering as he shouted,
Can you see who the pilot is, Bullwinkle?
Yeah, he's just a run-of-the-mill mysterious stranger.
it was true. A masked figure was at that moment frantically twisting the controls.
Up, sail around, stabilize the elevator, rig for diving, dinghy, prepare to ditch.
Boy, that is a confused mysterious stranger.
That voice is awful familiar.
Of course, that was me. I just did that. He's
No, I mean the pilot's voice. Look out, here we go again.
Oh, I'll never get out of here, Rock.
Well, look, if we can't get out, let's try to get inside.
Yeah.
Bullwinkle struggled and strained, but to no avail. Then suddenly, both of our boys shot into the plane with no trouble at all.
Hey, that was pretty easy after all.
Yeah, but how come we're lying on the ceiling?
Well, that's how come. Look down at the ground.
Golly, Rock, it's gone.
Yeah, but now look up.
The sky, it's full of worlds.
Don't you get it, Bullwinkle? We're flying upside down.
Well, then they better get the picture turned around. Ooh, that's more like it.
Not very much, Bullwinkle. We're falling. Hey, Mr. Pilot, we're gonna crash.
You know something? I had a hunch we would.
That voice, where have I...
At that moment, a gust of wind lifted the pilot's mask.
Bullwinkle, it's Captain Peter Peachfuzz.
The world's worst sailor?
You wasn't supposed to guess.
Grab the wheel, Rock. It's our only chance.
And the plucky squirrel struggled to right the capsized helicopter, but the force of gravity pulled it lower and lower as it flew over sagebrush and cactus.
Come on, Rocky!
Come on, gravity.
But sure enough, under Rocky's skillful handling, the plane righted itself and zoomed upward.
Boy, that was too close for comfort.
Yeah, too close for me, too.
You okay, Captain Peachfuzz?
Of course, Rocky, but I do wish you'd turn the lights on.
But it's daylight, Captain.
I can't see a thing.
Of course not. You've got this mask on backwards. Boy, they don't call him Wrong Way Peachfuzz for nothing.
You mean they gotta pay?
What in the world are you doing in that outfit, Captain?
Can't you tell? I'm the new head of G2.
The government's intelligence system?
But why are you following us, Captain Peachfuzz?
Glad you asked. It's because of, I have it written down inside my hat here. Let's see. Oh, yes, it's because of J.B. Stetson.
No, that's the wrong label.
Oh, of course it is. It's because of Bullwinkle's mine.
What about it?
It's just vital to our defense, is all.
How come that?
I'll tell you in one word.
Yes?
Upsidaisium.
Upsidaisium!
Shh, not so loud. So you see, we must get to that mine quickly. Full speed, a splurg, a glug, a fnig, a rope, a dick. Full speed ahead!
But true to his nature, Captain Peachfuzz reached for the wrong lever, and when he pulled it, the helicopter's rotating blades flew off into space, and the stricken craft plunged earthward. Well, it looks as if Rocky and Bullwinkle have a real wrong-way problem on their hands. Be with us next time for a peek at the peak or your climb is my climb.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl who was called Red Riding Hood because because she was, that's why. Anyway, one day she was going through the woods to Grandma's house to sell her a membership in the PTA. As she went, she sang a song.
La 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 la.
That's not much of a song.
Well, I'm not much of a singer. La 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 la.
Now, although Red didn't know it, on the path up ahead, a wolf was waiting to
I hereby swear that I'll be good. I will not eat a Riding Hood.
Well, what's all this?
I just joined Riding Hoods Anonymous.
What?
I'm trying to kick the Riding Hood habit.
La 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 la.
When you see a Riding Hood, greet her as a friend you should. Hello, Red Riding Hood!
Oh, wolf, wolf, wolf!
When you are misunderstood, extend your hand to Riding Hood. Put her there, pal! Now wait! Really, Red? I'm a new wolf. I sworn off Riding Hoods. See? Words of courage and hope to Riding Hood eaters.
Is this on the level, Wolf?
Sure! Listen here. Stick with your promise not to eat. Fight that urge for a Riding Hood treat.
If you're really my friend, you'll buy a PTA membership.
I'll take a dozen. I'll even deliver your basket for you. Where's it go?
To Grandma's. It's a basket full of goodies. I'm sorry about that. That was my special wolf basket. Here's another one.
Okay.
And the wolf set off towards Grandma's house.
I'm going to see your grandma. I'm going to see ya.
But just then, a thought crossed his mind.
Hey, let me see here. Just as I thought, though Riding Hoods you may not munch, there's nothing wrong with a grandma lunch. Yeah. I'm going to eat the grandma. I'm going to eat the grandma.
But when Grandma heard the wolf coming,
Hey, you know what, Grandma? I'm going to eat you right after I give you this basket of goodies.
Young man, you dropped your basket. Well, isn't this interesting?
You ready for lunch now, Grandma?
Oh, but you've made a mistake. I'm not a grandma. I'm a Riding Hood. That's a grandma.
If you're a Riding Hood, where were your PTA ticket?
Riding Hoods don't sell PTA tickets. They sell DAR tickets.
DAR?
Yes, Daughters of American Riding Hoods.
They do?
How many?
I'll take a dozen.
Good.
Now to get that doggone grandma in the woods.
Fine. Here's a nice basket of goodies for her.
I'm going to eat the grandma. I'm going to eat the grandma. Hey, Grandma, you told me a fib.
I did.
Yeah, you want a Riding Hood? I just saw a real Riding Hood, and she sent you this basket of goodies.
Look, Wolf, right here in your own book, see? That's a grandma.
Grandmas, you can tell afar. They belong to DAR. Oh, darn her.
and the wolf sped back to Grandma's house.
Let's see now. When the grandmas claim their riding hoods, be a photographer in the woods.
Yes?
Good morning, madam. If you are a riding hood, you can have your picture taken with a real Shetland pony. Free!
Sorry, I'm a grandma.
I knew it. Your time is up.
You're right. Every second counts.
Yeah, it does.
You've got to get these dispatches to the front. You're the only one with a horse. Carry on!
Trust me, Colonel.
Did the wolf get here yet, Grandma?
Oh, he's been and gone 2 times, child. I just sent him off with a package of goodies.
Well, I guess he won't bother us anymore, and...
You know, I've decided to quit Riding Hoods Anonymous. I'm gonna eat both of you.
Now, remember, I pledge, I will not eat. One riding hood can spell defeat. Run! Every day in every way, I am not eating riding hoods. Run!
And Red Riding Hood and her grandmother dashed out of the house just one jump ahead of the wolf. Well, it looks as if nobody lives happily ever after.
I did.
You did.
Sure, I got to be a member of the PTA and a member of the DAR. And besides, I got these 200 baskets full of...
Yeah, goodies. Well, I was right. Nobody lived happily ever after.
For those of you who lack horse sense, here is Mr. Know-It-All.
Hello, racing fans. Today's topic is entitled, How to Do Stunts in the Movies Without Having the Usher Throw You Out. You arrive at the studio and get the first assignment from the director.
You all set to go, stuntman?
I sure am, CB.
Here is scene. You start car blows up.
With me in it?
Absolutely, of course not. We stop film, you get out, then car blows up. Got it?
Got it.
Camera, action. Take two.
War pictures offer a great challenge to the stuntman, especially if you're chicken.
Comes now big bombing scene. Dummy is in foxhole. Bombs fall all around. You rush into foxhole, get dummy.
Got it, PW.
Camera, action.
Right out onto no man's land you run. Bombs busting to the right and to the left. Somehow you make it. Leap into the foxhole, fight off the foxes, and emerge with the dummy, which is a bomb, and you are the dummy. Before the day is through, you find yourself on a 5,000-foot high cliff.
In this scene, you jump off cliff into net.
Comforted by the thought of the safety net below, you launch yourself earthward. The net is there, all right, but no one is holding it. And so in conclusion, to be a stuntman, one must always be careful to avoid painful injury.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
You're welcome.
And now,
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
again,
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Ooh, don't know my own strength.
now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Hello again, Peabody here. Standing over by the Wayback Machine is my pet boy, Sherman.
Where are we going today, Mr. Peabody?
To the island of Juan Fernandez, 400 miles off the coast of Chile.
The year?
1686. A fateful year in the life of the loneliest man in history. Robinson Crusoe, the ever-reliable Wayback, transported Sherman and me to the tiny island, a mere pinpoint in the vast Pacific. Instead of being deserted, however, the beach was swarming with humanity.
What does it mean, Mr. Peabody?
Obviously, Sherman, the island has become a first-class attraction for tourists.
Welcome, friends, to Juan Fernandez State Beach. Like to purchase a one-room cabana on the edge of the water?
Are we to understand you're selling real estate here?
That's right. Here, take a look at the brochure.
Balloons, Mr. Peabody. Look at them.
I glanced skyward just as they floated over.
Pay no attention to them. That's just another one of Robinson Crusoe's bombardments. He don't appreciate what we're doing to the island, so he attacks us every afternoon at 3.
With balloons?
Yeah, he ran out of cannonballs last week. Balloons is better than nothing.
We decided to forego any land investments and look for Robinson Crusoe. We found him on the other side of the island, gearing for an all-out assault.
Blow up a few more of those red balloons, Friday. They look more capable than the others.
Mr. Crusoe, we came to see if we couldn't be of some assistance.
Fine. Grab some balloons and start blowing.
We had something else in mind,
Such as?
such as living in harmony with your neighbors.
This island belongs to me and Friday.
Oh, that's all well and good, but we must live and let live.
Mister, you don't know what it's like on the holidays. Tourists all over the place.
Yes, but suppose we divide the island in two. You stay on your half, they stay on theirs.
Tell you what, I'll sleep on it.
We all slept on it, and the next morning,
Well, boys, what do you think of Desert Island Estates?
Gosh, Mr. Peabody, while we were sleeping, they built homes.
How about a nice 20-bedroom colonial? You a vet?
Never mind that. I was under the impression all of the land development would take place on the other side of the island.
Oh, no. We're building everywhere.
Wait till Mr. Crusoe hears about this.
Crusoe? Shucks, he just left. He knows all about it.
Quick, Sherman, we must catch him.
Ain't no use, Mr. Peabody. What's been done has been done.
Yes, but what's been done?
That beach full of tourists. Me and Friday stuck coconuts under the sand. Coconuts filled with gunpowder. Soon as the sun warms up...
You can't do it, Mr. Crusoe. Somebody's liable to get hurt.
Oh, never thought of that.
Tell us where you buried them. We'll dig them up.
Sure. Let me see.
The sun rose higher in the sky as Robinson Crusoe tried to collect his thoughts.
It's getting awfully warm, Mr. Peabody.
I wish we could say the same for Crusoe. Oh, well, we'll just have to dig the entire beach up.
The four of us? That would take all day.
That's absolutely correct, folks. The lucky coconut is buried somewhere on this strip of sand. The person who digs it up will not only get to keep the sand he's dug up, but the hole as well. All right, start digging. 15 minutes later, Robinson Crusoe's homemade bombs were all cast into the sea.
Ooh, in the nick of time, Mr. Peabody.
Yes, but there's still the problem of splitting the island.
Of course. Tell me, do you have an almanac handy?
Always carry one.
Good. Turn to page 324 and look up the date July 15th.
Yes, here it is. Today is a big day for Geminis. There will be a moderate earthquake in the morning.
Just as I thought. All right, Robinson, kindly adjourn to your half of the island.
There's going to be an earthquake, Mr. Peabody?
A minor one, Sherman, and one that will settle everything. At precisely 10:31 a.m., an earth tremor shook the island of Juan Fernandez. And its reaction? It split the island in two.
Well, there he goes.
Yes, he'll have all the privacy he wants now.
Oh, my gosh, Mr. Peabody, look!
And there, gazing despondently at his disappearing master, sat Friday.
Friday's been left behind.
A bad stroke of fortune, Sherman, but I'm afraid it had to be.
But why?
Well, you see, prior to this one, Robinson Crusoe had 12 other Man Fridays.
But why should this one be so unlucky?
Friday the 13th is always unlucky.
Well, our heroes have met up again with Captain Peter Peachfuzz, much to their dismay. For in trying to land his helicopter, the good captain pulled the wrong lever and the blades flew off into space. After that, the helicopter dropped like a stone toward the desert floor.
You better bail out, Captain.
I didn't know we were leaking.
No, I mean you better parachute.
A moment later, our friends left the stricken aircraft, and while Rocky zoomed lightly through space, two parachutes blossomed on the desert sky. Unfortunately, the captain had put his on upside down. He descended in a rather unorthodox way. As a result, all manner of things, money and papers, began to rain from his pockets.
Get them, Rocky, get them!
Rocky zoomed off and a few seconds later returned with a handful of greenbacks.
Here you are, sir. I caught your money.
Money? Who needs money? I lost my credit card.
But the credit cards weren't all that was lost, as our friends discovered after they landed.
What do you mean? What else is lost?
Well, I don't like to say it, Bullwinkle, but we are.
Yes, hopelessly turned around since their dizzying airplane flight, the boys had now no idea of which way to go.
It really doesn't matter. I've got to follow you no matter where.
Follow us? How come?
Yeah, and why aren't you in uniform?
And Captain Peachfuzz told his blood-chilling story. It seems that on his return from his last voyage as master of the SS Andalusia, he had made a slight miscalculation in docking.
Full speed ahead!
And as a result, sailed his ocean liner right into the middle of New York's financial district.
I say, Bradbury, isn't that the Andalusia?
Nonsense, old boy. She's not due to dock for an hour yet.
As a result of a typical Peachfuzz era, the Andalusia wound up wedged tightly between two tall office buildings on Wall Street. And there she remained, for it was the first time in history that financiers could take a winter vacation and watch the market at the same time.
I see the barometer's down 2 points.
Yes, and so is universal spleen.
Matter of fact, the Andalusia became so popular that she was given an address 17 and a half Wall Street, and to this day is a trusted member of the financial community.
Besides being the only banking firm with portholes.
Well, that was fun for New Yorkers, but of course the end of Captain Peach Fuzz's sailing. For one day, he was piped over the side by the board of directors and summoned to a meeting of the U.S. Maritime Commission.
Congratulations, Peach Fuzz. You have been promoted to Q2.
Q2? What is that? Is that good?
It's a big deal in the Cold War, Peach Fuzz.
The Cold War?
Yes, you are in sole charge of counting penguin eggs at the South Pole.
But why, sir?
There wasn't any place further away we could send you.
And so Captain Peach Fuzz's orders were typed. But the typist, a niece of the captain's, made one little mistake. She hit a G instead of a Q, and Peter Peach Fuzz became head of G2, the American Intelligence System. Immediately, he issued new orders.
All right, Agent 7, follow Agent 9. Agent 4, you watch Agent 2.
Yes, inside of a week, the good captain had every American secret agent hard at work following some other American secret agent.
Why, Peach Fuzz? Why?
Well, it gives them a feeling of togetherness.
That's all very interesting, Captain.
You say trifle long.
But why do you want to follow us?
It is because of Bullwinkle's mine.
What about it?
It's vital to our defense, is what about it.
What's so important?
I'll tell you only one word and you will know.
Yes?
The word is Upsidaisium.
Upsidaisium?
Well, that's the word, all right, Upsidaisium. But what in the world does it mean? We'll find out next time in You've Got a Secret, or Out of Sight, Out of Mind.
Well, it looks as if our time has just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop!
We're late again, Bullwinkle.
Right!
Bye now. See you next time.